What's up, guys? It's been a little bit of a while. I haven't really done anything like this too often, but I promised you guys I would share my thoughts on the whole Mystique X-Men Apocalypse controversy with a stupid poster, and here's me getting back to you about that. For starters, let's make this a review slash thoughts and opinions on the whole poster thing. For starters, X-Men Apocalypse is not a bad movie. It's not a great movie, but it's not a bad movie. If I was to give it a score from 1 to 5, I would give it a solid 3.5. Just because it fulfills its box office goal, and it gives us some pretty solid performances by both Evan Peters as Quicksilver and Jennifer Lawrence as Mystique, as well as James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender. I think that's his name. We get pretty solid performances out of everybody. But the one thing that needs to be said is that the character of Apocalypse himself, is he a scary villain? In the comics, yes. In the comics, he caused a lot of pain and a lot of heartache for a lot of people. Does he do the same thing here? He tries. You can't knock the guy for trying. He tries to do, the whole evil bad guy bit, but everything he does, it just seems to be through Magneto. And it's another one of those cases where, yeah, you have Apocalypse, yeah, you have Phoenix in The Last Stand, but who's really doing all the hard work? It's Magneto. How many X-Men movies is this? 1, 2, 3, First Class. First Class, I'm going to give kind of a pass to, because Sebastian Shaw was the real villain in that movie. And it was only at the end did Magneto turn on everybody. But yeah, he was a villain in that too. And now, 5 X-Men movies, and Magneto has been a villain in every single one of them. Kinda over it. Had Apocalypse used Magneto in a different way, taken over his mind, done something to Magneto, but no, he basically appealed to a lower base of his emotions to get him to do what he wanted to do. And he offered him a chance to be a teammate, not a servant. Which, for Apocalypse, from the comics, all he has are servants. He has no teammates. There are no equals to him. He is the strongest. The strongest will survive. Only the strong will survive. And I'm not going to get into any spoiler talks in this. But the way they portray everybody, it's like they're putting Mystique in line to become the next Wolverine. And I understand that, and at the same time, it's like they're setting up Evan Peters as Quicksilver to be the new Mystique. But it seems to be working in reverse, because I was more thrilled to see Quicksilver in this movie than I was to see Mystique. Like, the moment when he does his thing, and you know what I'm talking about if you've seen the movie already, everyone in the theater was cheering. Everyone was like, hell yeah. And all I could think of in the back of my mind was like, oh my god, it's Quicksilver Ex Machina. Or Deus Ex Quicksilver. However you want to put it. But, as far as like a rating goes, a solid 3.5. I mean, it was not a bad movie, but it wasn't a really great movie. On to the poster. The controversial poster of Apocalypse choking a bitch out. Are we really gonna do this? I mean, like, have we gotten this far as, a group, as people, when we can't even look at a poster and not say, like, wow, that's a dude totally choking a chick out. That's wrong. Like, no, that is Apocalypse, the baddest of the bad, choking out the apparent hero of the movie, Mystique. And that's the thing. She is the hero of this fucking movie. You know, and once again, like, you know, who was it? Rose McGowan? I love you, Rose McGowan. I remember watching you in Charmed and thinking, wow, they could have done with someone else. But I'm glad it was you, I guess. She sent out a tweet or something like, oh, this is just another example of, you know, male, it's a stereotype that women get abused by. I'm like, no. That is Mystique. That is Mystique. You show some fucking respect. Mystique is one of the biggest bad guys in X-Men history. One of the biggest anti-heroes in comic history. And she is getting choked out by the baddest of the bad of the X-Men franchise. The baddest of the bad in the comics. The guy changed the fucking world. Made it in his image. Sent the world down a dark path that had to be corrected in the fucking past, of all things. Before he ever came to power. I think that's what Bishop's mission was, to prevent Apocalypse from ever coming into power, if I remember correctly. But no. Like, let's listen to, you know, the feminists who say that, you know, a hero getting choked out by a villain, and because that villain is a male and that hero is a female, that's a bad thing. Oh, you can't portray women that way. No, you can't do that. Yeah, in Deadpool, Gina Carano's, oh god, something Angel. I can't even remember. But anyway, like, Angel Dust, I think? She's choking out fucking Colossus with a steel pipe wrapped around his throat. I didn't hear anybody complaining about that. I didn't hear shit. Because that's not a female beating up a male. That's a villain beating up a hero. That's a hero getting his ass kicked by a villain. There's no sexism when it comes to this kind of violence. No sexism is involved. It's simply a villain making a statement against a hero. Saying, I am better than you, and I will always be better than you. And then it's the hero's job to prove that motherfucker wrong. So if that poster is wrong, then you need to get rid of all of them. No more characters in posters. Because someone might bitch, someone might complain, someone might moan about it. Oh, you can't have him doing that. Oh, he can't be doing this. This is how shit gets taken away from us. You want to talk about land of the free? What's free? When you can complain and bitch about a poster and then they have to take that poster down. I remember reading a meme where it said, like, Fox has taken down this poster, and it's literally like the poster of Apocalypse choking out Mystique like that, and have replaced it with a more sensitive approach, and it's literally the picture below it is Mystique in the kitchen with an apron. Because people who think that clearly think that women have no place on the battleground. War has no gender. That's what they were in. War. And I'm pretty sure Rose McGowan never saw the movie. I'm pretty sure the people who agree with her never took the time to go see the movie. I went and saw the movie, though I was barely really interested. I was in it for Quicksilver. I came out of that movie thinking, that wasn't bad. That wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. And then I hear about this shit, and it's just like, you motherfuckers never even took the time to watch this movie, to make a base assumption, to say, oh, it's violence against women. Okay, I'm going to spoil this for you. A woman saves the day. A woman kicks the most ass. The only character who has more screen time than Mystique is Quicksilver. And it's all in one scene. So, I don't know, your game. But my time is about up. But yeah, I think it's bullshit. I think it's ridiculous. I think the people who, you know, talk about that poster don't know what the fuck they're talking about. So they need to shut their trap. But thank you all so much for watching. And I hope you all have a good day.